Hi everybody, this is Dr. Suganya working as an associate professor in Department of Computer Science at Dr. SNS Rajalakshmi College of Arts and Science. So in this video we are going to see about a logic based approach which we used in building the knowledge in the artificial intelligence. So let us now go inside the video. So before going inside the video, we have to know what is the logic and what is the knowledge which we use to represent the first order logic. So firstly, the first order logic FOL is used to represent the knowledge, and it also covers in identifying the objects and vocabulary. We also have different set of rules and performing inferences, etc., etc. We have 5 different step-by-step procedures in order to implement this logic in the artificial intelligence. So the step 1 is about identifying the objects and domain. Step 2 is about defining the vocabulary. Step 3 is adding the axioms, that is general rules or protocols. Step 4 is about adding the specific facts, that is input. And finally the performance of the inference. So let us now see about all these steps one by one. Firstly, that is identifying the objects and domain. So in this step we have to establish the things that exist within our problem space. That is means that what are all the objects which we are using in our example. And next one is about defining the vocabulary. That is in order to demonstrate or in order to indicate the objects, we have to use different symbols, and that particular symbols describe suppose the properties and relationships among the objects. And step 3 is about adding the axioms, that is protocols. we have to formulate the statements that are always true in this world. That is, the statement which we use to indicate the objects should be always true. And step 4 is about adding the specific facts, that is, as I told you already, the input or the known truths about the individual entities. And finally the perform inference, that is asking questions based on the user's view, and the answers can be derived based on the rules and facts which we implement. So this is these all steps has been explained precisely. Now let us see about a real world example in order to see all this step by step procedure, so that it will be better understanding for us. So that example has been given in a tabular format in a slide. So this is what our example, where the step-by-step procedure has been clearly explained in the tabular format. In step 1, we have to identify the objects and domains. So whenever we identify the objects and domain, what we have to do is that we have to find what are all the things that has been exist in our problem. Means that if we take a problem or anything else, what are all the important characters or objects or things which has been exist in our problem. So let us take in this example, we can take two characters like namely Alice and Bob. So Alice is also a student, Bob is also a student, and in this scene we can take two courses, namely CS 101 and CS 102. Though I am belongs to the computer science stream, I've named it as CS 101 and 102. You can name yourself as per the user's wish. And Dr. Smith, he is an example, he is a character that he may be an advisor for both the students, Alice and Bob. So what here it really matters is that there are the things we want to talk about, means that Alice, Bob, Smith, and the courses, 2 different courses. So this is what we are doing in the step 1. And in step 2, we have to define the vocabulary, that is the symbols which we use to indicate the objects in the FOL. And we also have to choose the predicates and functions in order to describe the properties and what are all the relations that exist among the objects. Here in order to indicate the characters Alice and Bob, we use the symbols X and Y, and in order to indicate the character Smith, we use the object Z. So this becomes our building blocks too. And in step 3 we have to add the general rules or axioms, means that we have to write the statements that is always true to this world, as I told you already. So here how come we can establish this rules, means the rules are very helpful for the AI in order to make the logical conditions. So wherever we have to implement the logical conditions, we can able to use this rule. And step 4 is about adding the specific tasks. So specific tasks or facts is about writing the known facts about the people. That is, it is mainly used to describe the actual situation, what is happening there. And finally we go for the inference, that is reasoning. As I told you already, we have always should ask the questions and find the answers based on the uses and the rules or the facts. So the AI system now knows and how it can answer, and it can also answer based on its user's view. Hope you all understand about the syntax and semantics of the first order logic and the step by step procedures in order to represent the logical knowledge. So thank you.